In my recent video walking along the Marine Drive here on the Isle of Man, I shared something I don't often talk about: loneliness. Not the dramatic kind, but the quiet kind that can creep into life, even when you're surrounded by people. As a priest, it's something that can be hard to admit because boundaries and roles sometimes make real friendship difficult. I've been really moved by how many of you have reached out after that video, especially on TikTok. So I wanted to share that part of the walk again on its own. If you've ever felt this way too, I hope it reminds you that you're not alone.
Stuff. I'm a geek. Get over it. Right. What did I on this way back? What do I want to talk to you about seriously? We've got a bit of time. I've got to get parked nearer into town, but that should be fine. I want to talk to you about loneliness and being lonely. And I've noticed it's become quite a big thing nationally on this island, in the UK, and it can happen for all sorts of reasons, where people become lonely, and I think it's worse for guys, and I'll explain why that is. So that's not to say women don't get lonely, any elderly people don't get lonely, it's all sorts of people that get, but it's a real big problem for men because, I'll be honest, we've moved half a dozen times, particularly around my jobs and my role in the church, and my wife is always like, weekend she's going out for lunch with someone or meeting someone for coffee, and she's already got that sort of friend group around her, and she keeps in touch with people for their family and things like that. And she's got her friends at distance as well, some people further away who she keeps in touch with. So she can get on the phone, they often call her, they arrange to talk, she arranges to meet people for lunch, she goes out for coffee, and she's got these colleagues that she works with as well. And there's lots of female-centric groups which don't require you to be either kind of sporty or drinking. So I can name a dozen clubs, but Mothers Union, WI, they've got knitter and natter groups. There tends to be lots of other kind of book club type things or anything like that. There's so much stuff out there. Blokes don't tend to have the same sort of clubs. A lot of them seem to revolve around sport or going to the pub. I'm not anti-drinking. I just don't drink a lot. The idea of going weekly to the pub doesn't actually appeal. More of a health thing, and I'm bad enough as it is without adding alcohol into it or beer or whatever. So I love beer. I love a real ale. I love a whiskey, but I don't have to avoid it. I just don't really fancy it, if you like. And I don't do sport. A lot of my problems with sports, apart from being rubbish at it, probably got dyspraxia like my two boys. I'm also got problems with my knee, problems with my back, big problems with my back. And I do my hiking and my walking. It's kind of enough for me. And so what I hear is a lot of guys talking about, well, what can I do? And people will mention clubs, but kind of quite specific niche type clubs, mixed clubs, whatever it might be. It's fine, but it's really hard to kind of, as a guy, to get out there and try something. Now, I want you to, because this is me, I'm talking me here. I'm not talking about just guys, I'm talking me. So I'm being very honest here. I'm very lonely. Have been for a long time. I'm married, I've got children, we have great times together, but it's still within the house. It's not outside. And I don't have any, and some people might be upset by this because they might see this and go, well, I thought I was your friend. When's the last time we've been out for a cup of coffee? When's the last time we've been out for a drink? When's the last time we went out for a meal? When's the last time and I've got some people that I've really tried with across Alan, Hanson, who takes me to football matches and all sorts. And there's Ron here, John, who are lovely people. But there's an added element. So, you know, this collar, it means I can't be just someone's mate. I'm their priest as well quite often. And that changes things. Because you have to have boundaries and you have to have layers, because the guy, you might be having a pint with and having a laugh with and chatting and talking, and the next day you might be pastoring to them, or, you know, as with people I've spoken about, burying a member of their family. Maybe you've already done that, and that changes the relationship. You can get on great with them, it's never quite the same. And so many people end up talking about church all the time. So I love the people at church. They're a great bunch of people. I get on really well with loads of them. But they can't be close friends. They really can't. It really can. It's a professional aspect to it. So this is me saying, I'm lonely. I don't have lots of friends. And I'm not a horrible person. It's not because I can be a bit flaky at times, because I end up weeks without speaking to people, because, and I was one of my best friends, Sir John Asbury, you know, he was a fantastic guy. But work, life, everything, you just don't get a chance to see anybody. And I've always done jobs where I've been working 5-6 days a week, and often getting out, leaving early, getting home late, and being absolutely shattered when I get in. Often working weekends, stuff like that. So, as I do now. So now, I work 6 days a week. The last couple of weeks, I don't think I've got a day off for about 3 weeks, not a full day off. You'll go, but you're walking now. Yeah, I'm taking a couple of hours out in busy times, just not even a couple of hours, to do a little walk, to get some fresh air. In a week where probably could have done with a friend, actually. All sorts of things have been happening. I can't really even talk about it, but in my family, in my house, not in my house necessarily, but among my family and relatives and things, and quite serious stuff, and not felt really like there's anybody outside of my own household to talk to about it. And I'm not, this is for me to sort out. But I wanted to be honest about it, because I thought maybe there's some other guys out there going, I know I've spoken to 2 people this week where it's come up, and I've gone, you can't do it when you're chatting to somebody that you're ministering to them, and they go, well, I'm feeling this. You go, it's exactly how I feel. It's really hard to do that, because you're very much trained not to kind of project your own stuff onto people. Just hearing the camera turning off in my backpack. That's good. So you've got to be really careful about boundaries and how you manage relationships. So I'll tell you what I have done this week is I've joined a ham radio club. And you might go, but Simon, if you're on a radio, you're not actually with anybody. And actually they meet weekly. And at the moment it's every week in a clubhouse, and every now and again they go to a pub every now and again, which is perfect for me. And I think they're going to alternate weeks between clubhouse and pub, but the pub they're going to I'd need to drive to anyway, so I won't drink. I won't even have one and drive. I just don't. It's just not me. So I've joined a club, my first week this week, and it's the Isle of Man Amateur Radio Society in Ballasalla, and I'm going to spend some time learning about something else to learn, another hobby, ham radio, amateur radio. But it's been interesting. It appeals to my geeky side, but it stops me sitting in front of a computer playing video games. I don't think I've switched my gaming computer on to play a video game perhaps once or twice in the last 6 months. So I'm not on video games all the time. People might assume that way. I think I heard that when I started here, where someone said, I just hope you're not going to be playing video games every day. What, instead of working? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I won't, don't worry. Just don't have time or much of the inclination. I love making my videos and my camping and my hiking and my walking. But I'll be honest with you, that is somewhere where I like solitude, not loneliness, solitude. I quite like walking, just getting out on my own. So yeah, love to hear from other people. Love to hear from not just men, but women as well, older, younger, whoever. I do think, I mean, people have spoken about it. We're working on something at the moment called The Upper Room, which is a wellness cafe where people will be able to pop in just for their well-being, not just mental health, but well-being, you know, to recharge, be around other people. I think that's going to be really powerful ministry that we're going to have. The Upper Room is going to be in St Mary's in the Harbour, and we should be starting that soon. But that's okay for other people. It's not going to be any good for me. Because if I'm there, I'm working. Whatever I'm doing, even if I'm relaxing, I'm working. Because that's the thing when you're the priest and everyone knows you're the vicar. It's like generally whatever you go to, unless... So the Ham Radio Club is generally the idea that is, I don't want to talk about church, don't want to talk about being a vicar, don't want to talk about ministry. I want to talk about ham radio, maybe football, perhaps beer. How terrible our wives are. It's not all guys. There is some women who go to the club apparently, but you can imagine it's a generally male-centric space. Actually, someone who inspired me to it is a minister called I can't remember her real name. I will look up her proper name. But I always know as Ham Chick, and she's actually why can't I remember your name? But she is she's a ham radio person herself, and she's a minister. And I remembered that she did it as well. So it'd be cool to kind of share some of that hobby perhaps with you as well and let you know about that. But yeah, just as I walk back to the car, I'm just about to arrive back. Record the outdoor walks, a bit late for that now. I've got 15 minutes to get to this appointment, but it's only sort of a 5-10 minute drive away and then a 5-minute walk. So, hey, everything should work out perfectly, shouldn't it? But we're going to have a drive back. So I won't have time to say too many goodbyes. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you, that I am lonely. But I'm trying to do something about that. And there is stuff you can do. And if you're feeling like, I don't understand why I'm on my own, or I'm lonely, and why me sort of thing, just know that someone who people consider to be quite outgoing, confident, pleasant person to be around, I imagine, I hope, can still be lonely, can still struggle to make friends. So, yeah, I don't want that to be a downer. I want that to be hopefully an inspiration to a few people, and hopefully kind of also puts me on that position where I'm committing to do something about it myself and working on that myself. I'm making you hold me accountable for it. So, back at the car, beautiful marine drive. This has been good for me anyway, getting out and having this walk. Hopefully we'll make some comparisons video wise and do all that kind of stuff with the two cameras and see how they come out. And hopefully this will be a nice little video that I can pop on later tonight. Oh my goodness, I don't have much time to edit this, am I? I've got to do some shopping at Tesco's, but we'll manage it. We'll get there. I've got to do Tesco shop. I've got to meet this guy first. I better go. So look, beautiful place, Marine Drive. Come and have a walk. It is really pleasant. It's a really easy walk as well. Definitely going to be one I think we'll come back to with the prayer group that we have, because it's clearly a straightforward one. So anyway, take care. Take care of yourselves. More importantly, take care of each other. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.